This is the only morning show that matters. This is K-Man Crosstalk. Now, live from Studio 2, here's Austin Harris and Jonathan Piercy.
And good morning, K-Man, and welcome back to K-Man Crosstalk's Business Thursday here on Rooster 101. I told you it was going to be a short break. At 16 minutes now past the hour of 7 o'clock, we commence what will be a very busy schedule for us this morning with probably one of our favorite guests in studios. And we have a number of terrific guests, but not every day do you get to share a studio with an intellectual mind that also understands the particular nuances of politics and our usual day-to-day back and forth on this discussion or on this program. And whilst we by no means are seeking to encourage him to return to politics, we believe he's fulfilling his purpose, and certainly it's something that is very near and dear to his heart in his present capacity. It is our pleasure to welcome the University College of the Cayman Islands president, your friend and mine, Mr. Roy Bodden. Good morning to you, sir, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Austin, and good morning, Jonathan, and thank you for having me on the program.
Always a pleasure to host you in studios, and regrettably, we only have a short time together this morning, but it's going to be short, sweet, and hopefully impactful. We've got the orientation starting for many schools. I know private schools, CCC goes into orientation on Friday, so the long summer for my son ends, and again next week that will end for also a significant number of parents across the Cayman Islands, not least of which will be the University College of the Cayman Islands. I wonder if you can talk to us about some of the exciting goings-on as part of this 2014-2015 academic year, but also the special occasion that it represents for the University College of the Cayman Islands, marking its 10th anniversary as a chartered university. I'm sure that must make you and all of the faculty very proud. A little look back from whence you've come, and obviously talking about and thinking about just how much you've accomplished in that short time. President Bodden.
Absolutely, thank you. It's an exciting time at the University College of the Cayman Islands, and we too are going through our orientation in preparation for registration, which will begin next week. Yesterday we had the first of our orientation modules for new faculty, and we went over some changes that we have planned for the upcoming academic year. The upcoming academic year, as you rightly said, is a special year for us in that we are also celebrating our 10th anniversary as a chartered university college. And we have some new programs, but I want to start off on the really exciting things. The University College has made great strides over the past 10 years, but more so in the last 5 years since I've been there, because this year, for the very first time, we are welcoming foreign exchange students. We'll be having 2 students come from the university in Frankfurt, which we are partnering with.
Wow.
We've had, in the recent past, we've sent our students abroad, mainly to Lambton College in Ontario. This year, however, we are sending 2 students to Mount Royal University in Calgary, Alberta. And the study abroad program is becoming a regular feature of the university student life. As a matter of fact, I am moving to make it mandatory that a majority, if not all of our students in their college career spend at least 1 semester abroad.
Excellent.
So in addition to these student exchanges, we also have some new programs. Of course, I came here on a previous occasion. I think it was the last time I was here. We were talking about the launch of the School of Hospitality Studies.
Yes.
Well, the success, as gauged by the number of inquiries and applicants, has been phenomenal. It has exceeded our expectations. So that's one new program. We've really focused and emphasized a new initiative which we call College to Work, cooperative education. And we'll be piloting a program this year where our students, at the same time they're studying, they'll be doing work experience in different firms.
Excellent.
And we have an agreement with Progressive Distributors Limited, where we're starting off with 2 students. Recently, we've been approached by another major corporation, and that might net us as many as 20 students at a time.
Very
so
good.
These students we are preparing for entry into the Cayman workforce right after UCCI. So in terms of our 10th anniversary celebrations, we are underpinning that with a fundraising drive. We are trying to raise $1 million, albeit not necessarily over the year of the celebrations. But throughout that year, we have certain events structured. We want to begin with an ecumenical service, and then we will have in February, we will have an open campus where without any appointment, anyone can walk off the street and visit our campus, sit in on a class, have a tour of the campus, talk to professors, talk to students, and see what a day in the life of the university college is like. And then we are going to have, of course, a concert and various other activities throughout the year. So I'm encouraging the public to get involved and support our fundraising drive, because the University College of the Cayman Islands is a great place to be. We're expecting perhaps record-breaking enrollment. Normally we have around about 1,500 students in the fall, so we expect to have as many as those between the day and evening classes, or perhaps more.
All right.
And I've left this thing last because this is the greatest. I've had a program which I've piloted for several years now, and this was a program that I developed myself when I came to the university because I saw a need for it. It's called Men of Standard.
Yes.
The program is designed to help young men, especially young men struggling with growing up in the Caymanian society. So we do modules on things like deportment, dress, decorum, manners, self-esteem, how to resist peer pressure. We do stuff on protocol, dining. We go to a restaurant and we have a 5-course meal in which we teach the young men the proper utensils, how to order on a menu, how to give a toast, how to reply to a toast, how to introduce oneself, how to prepare for an interview. We talk about things like sexual responsibility, how to protect yourself, how to protect your partner. We talk about conduct, and a lot of this is role playing, and a lot of it is a practical oriented program. But now, gentlemen, the good thing about this program is it's a year-long program, academic year-long program, which nets you 6 University College credits, which can be applied. Excellent. In addition to that, you get a certificate from the University College of the Cayman Islands, which lists all the things that you've been through, and you get, because I've internationally accredited the program, you get an international diploma from an organization that we partner with called the Chartered Institute of Legal Executives, because in the program, we have a module dealing with civics and social responsibility. Excellent. So we introduce them to a bit of politics and what is the role of a responsible citizen, how to be a responsible citizen.
All right.
So I'm excited about this program. I coordinate the program, but we bring in outside resource people, and it runs every Saturday from 11 until 1 o'clock.
Well, you certainly have been very busy over at the University College of the Cayman Islands, and all of the programs in which you've just mentioned, not least of which the Men of Standard program, which we had an opportunity to discuss on the last occasion we were in studios, is something that we fully support. And again, obviously suggesting the comprehensive nature, which you've just explained, of that year-long course, 6 college-grade credits. That's important. That's and certainly would be very important, perhaps not to the first-year student, but certainly to the junior or senior as they get closer to completing their university experience. Those credits will come in very valuable. Looking at the academic year for UCCI starts on September 1st, right?
September 1st.
And we talk about a number of programs, your strategic partnerships, your foreign exchange program. We are very encouraged by the career to work opportunities, as well as, again, the opportunities to teach, again, many useful life skills, but also the all-important civic that we often talk about as lacking in many of our secondary schools or education in general. When you look back at the 10-year and the 10th anniversary that University College will be celebrating this year. Surely it must make you proud for how much the university has grown. But I wonder, in those 10 years, you talk about also this year will be a bit of an open house, an opportunity for members of the public to come in and, experience the day in the life of a University College of the Cayman Islands student or as part of the team. Are you seeing in those 10 years or in that time that you've been there, more and more Caymanians, particularly those transitioning directly out of secondary school, directly out of high school into university? Or are we seeing more growth in the terms of continuing education, persons perhaps who may have been out of school for a while in the workforce, but as we know, again, today's workforce very competitive, persons needing to upskill and continue to create value in themselves. Are you seeing the significant uptake coming from that sector versus transitioning straight into out of secondary school?
It's probably equal.
Okay, well that's good.
Portions are equal. There's practically no difference in the size of what we call the day college with the traditional high schoolers and the evening college with the more mature students, people coming from work. There's a balance.
That's good.
And the mere fact that in many classes the cohorts is a mixed cohort is also good, because the skills and the deportment and the seriousness and the competition from the mature students bodes well for our younger students too.
Yes, indeed. Now, of course, we continue to applaud the Men of Standard program, which, again, what we talked about is a year-long university-level academic course, but teaches a number of useful skills that will, take a student long past their college years. Right. In terms, though, of your total university population, we see in the Cayman Islands, not necessarily unlike the rest of the larger world, that your university population is largely dominated by women over men. I would like to think the Men of Standard program serves as further encouragement to invite young men to add to that population, but maybe you can talk to us about the demographics of the school population, male versus female.
Well, we have about probably a 2/3, 1/3 ratio.
Yeah.
And we certainly could do with more males. And similarly in academic performance, the females outperform the male, which is not to say we don't have good male performance, but not nearly the number as we have female performers. Now, what's good about the Men of Standard program is that you don't have to be a registered UCCI student to come in on the program. Anyone can walk off the street. As a matter of fact, I hope that, for example, the court system, the boys' home, children and family services, and these kinds of entities will take advantage of this program and send young men there, because it's designed to prepare young men who are just on the cusp of slipping off into the deep end, to prepare them. And it's not a traditional academic program in the sense that there's a lot of writing and essays and all that. So it's more applied.
Yes.
So it's applied education. So we go out, we visit, you have people come in and resource. And there's another element in it which I've added, and the International Accrediting Agency was really impressed with this, called elocution, the art of speaking, where we give them exercises in the art of delivery, which is a great confidence booster.
Sure it is.
But I also want to say we have a similar program for young ladies, which is operated out of student services. Now, I know of that program. I don't know as much about it, the details of it, as I do about the Men of Standard program, which, as I said, I developed myself. But I know it's run under similar lines. The founding philosophy behind this is that we said that the University College of the Cayman Islands is a small institution. So in order for us to create a niche for ourselves, we have to do something different from any other institution is doing now. So we said a great part of our offering has also to be, in addition to the academic education, character building, producing good citizens. Because we think it's not enough to send someone out with a degree in accounting if they're not a responsible citizen, if they're not a good contributor to the growth and development of the society. So this is the direction in which the university is moving, under my vision.
All right, and I would dare say it's an excellent vision and one that leads to success and success in life for all those who pass through the doors. Again, on the population side, we continue to give kudos and credit where it belongs. We've talked about it on a number of occasions, and came on Crosstalk hardly sexist. We definitely encourage and applaud the women, both of younger or mature age, that are continuing to look at the University College of the Cayman Islands as a means of improving their own lot in life, education being the key to that raise or to that career that you've been dreaming of. And again, women are very clearly getting this message. Though I like those odds, though, in terms of the population demographics, particularly if I'm coming out of high school. And although it was a little while ago, I remember some of the thoughts that were running around in my head when I was leaving high school, and they usually formulated around girls. Well, guys, we're looking at a 3-to-1 ratio if you go into the University College of the Cayman Islands right now, men to women. So if that's your first, your first priority, University College is the place for you. But perhaps more importantly, though, an opportunity through whether it be the Men of Standard program or the other character building programs that are available for both men and women. The University College of the Cayman Islands is very much an academic force that will be contended with, and of course provides its students with great opportunities. As part of the 10th anniversary celebrations, outside of some of the fundraising efforts, what sort of functions will you be presenting perhaps for your student body, those who are maybe coming on for the new academic year, as well as those who will be experiencing different things? I would imagine these 10th anniversary or anniversaries in general serve as a nice history lesson for students to learn, from whence their university came from, how it started, its humble beginnings, and some of its aspirations for the future. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, we'll be giving talks, lectures. We'll be giving the students opportunities also to lead and to participate, because the University College belongs to them. So we will be giving them opportunities to express themselves and to speak about what the University College means to them, what college life is like, and what they see are the advantages of studying in the Cayman Islands. So it's going to be really student focused as much as it's going to be celebratory.
Excellent.
In other respects.
All right. We have one quick caller, President Roy, that we're going to go to now. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Yes, good morning, Austin and Jonathan.
Good morning, sir.
And good morning, President Roy Bodden.
Morning.
Yes, you were speaking of vision.
Yes.
Is your vision the vision that you have? Do you have plans on hoping and trying your very best to be replaced by a Caymanian student who has graduated from UCCI?
Excellent question. We talk about succession planning, continuity, and whilst by no stretch of the imagination, let me be very clear, by no stretch are we encouraging or better yet pushing you out the door, because I believe whilst it is a combination of vision on the part of your Board of Governors as well as the faculty and staff that make up the University College of the Cayman Islands, any organization is only as strong as its head. And since you've taken over there, we've seen some dramatic changes for the better at the University College of the Cayman Islands. But to the caller-specific question, in terms of continuity and succession planning, is there the possibility that when that time comes for you to ride off into that glorious sunset, will there be a Caymanian filling your shoes, Mr. Bodden?
Well, I would hope so, and perhaps that time will come the sooner rather than the later, because I'm always cognizant of this in succession planning. Indeed, I had recruited someone, a young man who was a registrar and was doing very well, and I thought he would have stayed. Circumstances occurred very regrettably, and the young man has since left. But let me. I've not given up hope, and it certainly wouldn't be Roy Bodden to give up hope. But let me say this: we have an example right now of a young lady, and I'm going to take the liberty to call her name. Alison Anglin. She's an alumna of the University College, and she is right now very highly placed in the registrar's department. She is a bright star. And I would say she's one. The University College is a small place, but I would consider it a failure if in the time I have left, that I consider I have left, God willing, if I wouldn't prepare at least one, hopefully two, Caymanians who are preferably graduates of the college, but even if they're not graduates of the college, I would love to see a Caymanian succeed in the presidency.
Yes. All right. Well, again, something to look forward to, and thank you for naming at least one individual that you've got your eye on. Congratulations, and keep up the good work to young Miss Anglin. I think you must be quite honored if you're listening this morning to hear your name roll off the president's lips with such accolades. President Roy, again, as we talked about, a short visit this time, but hopefully we'll have an opportunity within the 10th year anniversary to talk specifically about some of the functions and some of the highlights that will be featured. Certainly in terms of your fundraising drive, I hope you'll keep us informed, and whether it be through social media or through some of our other avenues of reaching out to our listening audience, whatever we can do to support tertiary education from the Caymanian context of the University College of the Cayman Islands. It would be an honor for us to be able to assist again. An opportunity, President Roy, for some closing comments for this short but hopefully informative discussion this morning.
Yeah, I would just like to implore the Caymanian community to support the University College. We're a small institution, but we're dynamic, and I can assure you we operate to the highest levels of the international benchmarks and standards. Our students go to institutions all over the world, and they get accepted. And it's a sense of pride. Anyone who knows me knows that as far as education goes, I've always stood for excellence, being an excellent, achieving excellence myself, if I can tout my own exploits for a little bit. And I would leave no less for the young people of the Cayman Islands. The University College of the Cayman Islands is a great place to be at this time. We have good faculty, great administration, and great students. Great students, I might add. I'm proud of them. We can always do better, but we're making great strides.
All right, and even more greatness yet to come, reminding students particularly of the start of the 2014-2015 academic year, which commences on September 1st. A number of strategic programs being offered to students to broaden their education horizons, not least of which, of course, an exchange program, Men of Standard program, and a number of other character-building programs that teach life skills in the real world, as you will find them waiting for you upon your departure from the University College of the Cayman Islands. Continue to applaud the efforts of the President and his faculty and staff, as well as giving acknowledgments to the Board of Governors for their vision for growth and continuity for the University College. And again, not looking for your departure anytime soon, but also encourage that you have placed amongst your list of priorities identifying a suitable Caymanian or Caymanians who might otherwise succeed you. I think that is also encouraging, but again, not looking to say farewell to Mr. Bodden just yet. But thank you very much for this opportunity, and until the next time, President Roy, have a blessed day, and we look forward to our next opportunity.
Well, thank you for having me, and have a great day yourself.
And you do the same, sir. Thank you very much.